We went on a hike today. It was a really clean trail and all this stuff, and we were on it for like 45 minutes. And I was telling Mr. Van that Jolly had hit like 80, almost 80 ticks between the both of us. It's crazy. It was Kelly Dad. I said Jelly Dad. What? Okay. Except for the ticks. Are you okay? This is Jelly Dad. Like, he acts like he doesn't know who Jelly Dad is. Right now. Jelly Dad, did you get a cake?
The sticks are taped, the jerseys are on, and there is no safety net. It is time to do it for real here in the EASHL.
You know, if the woods or anything, it was really bad.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all.
Centers are lined up.
How y'all doing?
To drop the puck.
I'm chill. We just got back from Red Lobster, my wife and I.
The Icebreakers will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here.
Yeah.
Oh, he exploded on him in the open ice.
Yeah, it's.
Send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit.
Yeah,
Just that.
it was really good. Yeah.
Wagner's going to give everyone a chance. Yeah, here we go. They didn't like that one bit.
They didn't like it because it was dangerous. We can't have that in the game, James. And this fight is sort of a policing, if you will, of the game, and that's why they've dropped the gloves.
Cheryl, I kind of like the response here, just coming to the aid of a fallen teammate.
Well, yeah, and it's the way that it happened, right? You know, they don't think it was a clean hit, and so now all of a sudden they want retribution. They want to let them know that they can't take action this way, and, you know, they duked it out.
All right, both teams back in the face-off circle after the dust finally settles on that Donnybrook. Rodriguez wins the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. The Nighthawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Moves it to Jackson. Grabs the puck. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Denies him on the slapper.
I know I stepped on your toes there, James, but had to react to that massive hit.
Long reach breaks up the momentum. Slides it across.
Hi, Star Wars. It's Star Wars Day. May the Force be with you. Star Wars used to be one of my mods. Yeah. Yeah. Star Wars used to be my mod, but then she turned against me and fixed both mobs. I think it might be racially motivated. I don't know. Plus, Star Trek is a little bit better than Star Wars, but you know.
I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We've still got zeros on the board.
You cut out. What happened?
Puts it away in his own end. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off. And we'll get a breather here with offside calls.
Apparently you said you were 18, but you said 2006, and that would make you 19.
Gliding into position, and the officials
and then you got caught, so we dropped you, and then we said after we dropped you, before we blocked you, so we said 17.
Oh, your voice cracked. Your voice cracked there.
I'm tired. Anyway. I'm tired, But anyway.
The Icebreakers take it
okay, my check. Damn, okay. Must have been yeah, she did.
At center ice now, he grabs the puck.
Are you?
Sorry, my free speech was violated unjustly. I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Phantom Menace with my wifey pretty soon. So keep up the good work, guys.
Hi, Ren. Can I have your ish? What comes you?
Hey, Bob, maybe take a shower. Like, take a really, like, a hot shower.
Hey, where all these chicks coming from?
He went on a hike.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Oh, Ryan, I'm sorry. I didn't say you were 18. No, what the dog? Oh, okay.
Wait, I know Ren.
Well, it would not make you 19. We got born in January.
Wait, she's good. I know Ren.
Is she, are you her life or choice? Life? Are you giving exceptions? No. Life of the mother?
But again, low chance of all dying during pregnancy.
If there was a chance.
No. Okay, so my perspective is whenever I get pregnant, if I'm going to die, let me go. I'd rather give my child the best life.
I agree.
I know that sounds harsh, but I trust God to keep me safe, to keep everyone safe.
I don't disagree at all. I agree.
Well, I don't want to have like a huge echo chamber with like kind of like research abolitionist.
I'll drop. It's okay.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna watch the Phantom Menace with my wife pretty soon. So, you know.
Shut up with your sandwich to make it live. Come on,
What does that even mean? She's down. Well, she's downstairs making some desserts.
She's downstairs in the basement.
No, in the kitchen making dessert. I'm in my room.
There you go. Okay.
Riley, you hear this? You're disrespecting our marriage. I'll be right back.
Sir, choose different colored pants.
Wait, you mean me? Wait, you didn't like them? You didn't like them?
You have a very interesting style, sir.
It was my wife's idea.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
Yeah?
Do you want to know what I think of your pants?
Yes, tell me.
I knew you were gonna do that.
So I don't think Dakota knows the definition of a parasite. A parasite is a different species parasite. That's dumb. I'm sorry.
If I may ask, are my pants biblical? Are they like biblical or something? Are they unbiblical to wear like rainbow colored pants?
Parasite. No, you cannot create another baby. Okay, there will never be another me. There will never be another one of my sister. Because your DNA forms 24 hours after conception. So it is not the same baby.
You're gonna try to stay
No, you cannot divide it. Parasite is a different thing.
Your DNA forms at the literal moment of conception, not 24 hours after conception. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say right away and stuff like that. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just a little confused. I was like, wait a moment.
Yeah, it said right then and 24 hours. So I was like, huh. But no, and then a parasite is
A chance for both teams to refuel. They're back on the ice, and period number 2 is about set to
that would be a
go.
parasite.
Still looking for the
So
game's
that's
first goal as we are underway in the second. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Well, this is a tightly contested game. I mean, really structured, if you will, James, on both ends of the ice. The both teams have to figure out a way to get to the interior. You gotta fight, you gotta drive the net.
Is that a yellow slide in your garage?
Comes up with the puck with a quick steal. Nice
On
flick
the
of the
side,
stick.
Jelly Dad put it together, and now somehow this is going to be connected to the homemade sweet Yeah, it's pretty big.
That's pretty cool. I don't know who this Jelly Dad. That's cool.
Better lighting stuff, so I wasn't sure if it was like a green screen that was the picture behind you.
Me too.
Still no score in this one.
That's cool.
And as the puck is dropped, they win the
A green scheme? A green scheme? You have to go. Okay,
We're gonna
so that would
face
make
off after
sense.
the
Maybe
punch is coming up.
16.
W Jelly Dad.
Okay.
W Jelly Dad guy. Yeah, that guy seems really cool. Oh, you can crochet? I thought she was like knitting. Aren't they the same thing? Aren't crochet and knitting?
No, it's not. One's a hook and one's a needle, right? And weave that technically we'd be hookers.
Oh, that's one way of putting it.
You can start a laugh and say that crochet is better than knitting.
So you need to make someone or
Wait, it's funny to me that they say it's a rapist's baby whenever they do choose to keep it, it's never the mom's baby.
I mean, I just don't understand, like,
Wait, what happened to Jelly's face? Why is he...
why did they just unalive, children who were born out of, unconsensual sex? What did the child have to do with that?
I kind of faked it so we can see what it's
So, what effect is that? A banana?
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone in the list of the Thunder is
Yeah, I can say track when I do it.
It's zoomed out. We can't really see anything.
Hey, Protect, you know how you said it?
We can't really see.
Hey, Protect, you know how you said it? What I've been avoiding your lives, being motivated. I would say just do it to your multicolored pants.
Yeah, but I only wore them for a special occasion. I only wore them for a special occasion, so you don't have to worry about that, fam. You know, I don't like that my free speech... You see, I don't like that my free speech is being violated all the time. I'm just an innocent young little man.
I don't like that my free speech is being violated all the time.
Too bad. Another thing with Dakota is she's taking the very small percentage of abortions and using that. And another percent. Yeah, they do the first one to bring it up, but it's true.
If my opinion does matter...
And they do the first one to bring it up, but it's true.
If my opinion does matter, I think,
Just one. Or what if it
So, I think, in my opinion, I think Ray...
he dies in swim, so a miscarriage, and,
so much of the training,
like decompose, then it's not.
I'm having a lot of lag issues.
Then it's not. Why are you obsessed with rape?
Is it just the Dakota? What if we care? Are we supposed to care about children? Do you not?
Oh, and down he goes, and he goes down hard.
yeah, he does. Jamie gets split
That they're
square, and you can see that he's
feminists, but
wavering to
women
get up.
actually do want to keep babies.
When the fight started, the fans erupted, and then all of a sudden the tilt went the road team's way, and it got awfully silent in here.
Well, with all that said and done with, we still got a game to play, and face-off here set to resume action. The Nighthawks win the draw. Rodriguez grabs the puck inside his own territory. The Nighthawks play it along the boards. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. And he slides it quickly to Saunders. Slides the puck over. Oh, wide of the net! And makes the save. Slides it diagonally to John LOL. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Tries to feed it over to McMuffin. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Angles it over to Rodriguez. And the puck dies with a proper save. Tries to get it over to Bruner. The Nighthawks pick up steam and are on the attack. Backhander in front. Oh, what a save!
This shot comes in the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Forces the turnover. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Quick pass to John LOL.
The news is propaganda.
Yeah. Also, if you were to dig into each case, which I have,
nearly into its final minute here.
women are
Grabs it in his own end. Now a quick pass to
every single
Lindgren.
one of these women
Along the
died
half wall with the puck.
attempted abortion.
Oh, just
They didn't
goes off
have
the
access
glove
to
and it
abortion.
stays out.
Name one.
It
Just
really
name
is
one of
amazing
them.
to watch him maintain possession of this puck while
Bunch
his
of
opponent is automatically
evidence
pushing him
against
shot, and they're doing
what
everything they
everyone's
can.
against.
But he's resilient. He's got a
That was
willingness to his game.
Well,
He's
since
also
it's Star
got
Wars Day, I
power,
think
right?
Rey is the
He
best
has
character.
hit,
I love
slow
how I was
power,
interrupted
and the
unjustly,
balance
but
and coordination it takes to get this puck to the net.
I was gonna say also like the Adriana Smith Star Wars, like how they always blame it on like abortion laws when it was really the advanced direct law that's also established in like 15 other different states. The majority of them approach years. You know how they always say, "Oh, her body, her choice." Well, she chose. If you want to say she chose, like talk about choice, she chose to save her baby over herself. Yeah. And it's just like, well, if they're not ready to raise a kid, then don't do the deed. It's simple. My mom wasn't ready for kids financially, but she still had me and my sister.
No.
I just think that poor people shouldn't procreate or something. I think it's like classist.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. My mom had a job for like a lower income, impoverished, I would say, area of where I live. And these people had like 6 to 8 kids living in trailers, which I'm just like,
Puck is dropped. We are underway here in a very tight game here in the third.
They're living, they're surviving, and they're doing great. And they're happy with their lives, exactly the way it is.
Working the puck deep inside their own end. Loses the coverage there. Drives to the
Their team's tied and still got rid of the blocker. If you have an abortion, it would hurt kids and it would be an abortion.
Moves it quickly over to Rodriguez. On the backhand! Oh, denies him with the paddle save!
It is possible. It is possible to get pregnant.
It is possible.
Wagner's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
Still plenty of time left in this frame.
Yeah, she eventually had to go back in later in life.
And they win the draw on the offensive zone and go to work. Nice blocker save by
Wait, if you remove the fallopian tubes, would it also be impossible? Like if you completely remove them?
You're staying too tied with getting
along the right wing, loses his check, he's on a breakaway.
fully regain or two to get the big one, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
But I don't think that's the scripture, right?
James, you gotta love it. You have to have great timing. You gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
I want to see.
Ready to resume as everybody lines in for the face-off. The Nighthawks come up with the defensive zone draw. Moves the puck to the attacking area.
Sweet.
And a quick little stick lift and comes up with a turnover.
Yeah, I think to be specific, that abortion should be legal.
Receives the
It's a Bible. I just think there aren't really sound arguments for the things that would be necessary for us to make abortion just that while the fetus has rights and violated rights.
Rodriguez gets a thumbs up to try anything he wants offensively. That's how gifted and creative he is. But as he does this move, he gets a little too nifty. He might have wanted to keep it a little simpler as he's unable to get by.
Across the line.
The point at which the fetus is
Lunge the puck back into the neutral zone.
So do you hold this standard principle in cases like inside and outside of
which standard?
It being able to be viable and survive on its own independently.
Well, yeah, when I'm using it here, I mean specifically the point at which the fetus is able to survive outside via like a induced labor or C-section. You could put the fetus in a NICU and it would be viable, you know.
Works it across to Bruner.
We're just asking if you apply this standard to every case and not just the fetus that is also not viable. Asking if there was another case, let's say like I don't know, viability in the United States is what, 20 to 24 weeks typically. Let's say we're like in or something where viability is practically like non-existent because they don't have the medical technology. Would you still say that in the country of Africa or whatever, would she be allowed to like have an abortion at, let's say, I don't know, 32 weeks because viability doesn't exist there?
Well, taking that for granted, I'm not sure that's actually the case, but yeah, the reasoning does apply. I mean, I guess in Africa, I'm obviously talking about American law and American philosophical ideas, so not really concerned with people in Africa. But sure, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, she'd be allowed to legally terminate the pregnancy at 32 weeks or whatever I said. You'd be okay with that, even though it technically is viable, and it is viable for 20 to 24 weeks because it's able to live and survive and it's viable. That's what viability actually means. It doesn't ever mean surviving independently on its own, because a newborn can't even do that. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's not what viability is.
Okay, but when you agree, a newborn technically wouldn't be able to survive independently.
Sure.
Okay, so why would it be morally wrong to kill them?
I mean, he's been all around the net. He's had the
to kill a newborn?
He's had all the right habits, found himself in
if
all
they're
the
not
right
technically
spots.
viable.
Finally connect.
I mean, I'm not. So I think you maybe misunderstand my position. I'm not saying that viability is when, like, a fetus gains rights or something like that. No, I'm saying that that's the point at which a means of force beyond lethal force becomes available. And so you're traditionally obligated to use only the necessary force. The lethal force would no longer be necessary. It would be excessive. So that has nothing to do with the rights of the fetus necessarily, but there's a new means of force available.
Okay, so then what exactly is your position pertaining the value of the fetus and why it morally would be okay to murder?
Well, it couldn't be okay to murder something by definition, right? So, I don't think abortion is murder. I think murder is when you unjustly take someone's life with rights, you know. But again, like I said earlier, I think the issue with the case of abortion is that, one, we don't really have good reason to suspect that the fetus has rights, and I feel like we've had sound arguments there. And second, we don't really have some reason to argue as well that this woman has some special obligation to the fetus, you know, to keep it inside of her body.
Okay, sure. You want me to give my argument for that? No, I'm giving you my argument for that. I'm trying to figure out why you think it's morally okay for the mother to kill her unborn offspring. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And you just keep on, like, saying, well, there hasn't really been an argument or an argument presenting the obligation that the mother has for the fetus and blah, blah, blah. It would just be burden shifting onto me for me to give the argument for that. I'm still trying to figure out your argument. Yeah, starters.
Have you asked him what a right is? Because he uses that word a lot.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can ask that, but I just don't really care about that. I'm trying to figure out why he thinks it's okay for the mother to unalive her unborn offspring. That's what I'm just trying to figure out right now. He hasn't even given me anything to run off with. So I'm just trying to figure that out first. But you can ask him that if you want.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can give you, if you want to simplify it, I'll just give you, like, a deductive argument that establishes one. So, we'll start off by saying, if it's not the case that the woman has an obligation to keep the fetus inside her body, then abortion is permissible. And then premise two, there is no sound argument that the woman has an obligation to keep the fetus inside of her body. The conclusion, therefore,
okay, you're just not giving me your argument, your moral argument for why it's okay for the mother to go and participate in an abortion and unalive her child. You're just saying, well, there has not been a sound argument against that. I mean, I don't am I that? I mean, I don't am I lost here? Am I wrong in that? Like, he's not giving me, like, a syllogism or his own reasoning and why he is pro-choice.
It's Barry, right?
Well, I know that Star Wars. That's fine. I was going to get into that stuff, but I was still trying to figure out, like, the basis of his argument. Yeah.
Is it Barry?
Yeah.
He's in there, but.
Well, I don't know why I would. I mean, he's not going to give me his pro-choice argument. I mean, Star Wars can talk to him by all means, but I'm just saying, like, he's just trying to get us to give him an argument of why we're against abortion. He's not presenting us anything about, his subjective opinion on why he is pro-choice. But the thing is,
Premise 2 is completely.
Everyone's cheering for the Nuggets.
okay.
That's interesting.
I have a question for Taylor. And she's trying to spooky. I gave him 3 times.
Taylor, because she said that if they can't live without machines,
Fighter.
I was going to say, like, if why not?
Give me the book! Give me the book!
If that's the only difference, I'm going with prison.
Well, there's another difference. Punishment. Not every crime gets punished the same way. Some are misdemeanors. That can mean a fine, community service, and up to a year in jail. A felony, on the other hand, is a charge that's usually more than a year in prison. And what it means your future. My future, if you're a criminal convicted of a small crime, you may serve the records, but you will likely have less restrictions. A felony conviction can affect your life after prison. First day, you most likely can't serve in a jury or vote. Okay.
Taylor, you have a heart.
Taylor, stop for 1 second, okay?
Wait, that's supposed to shut up. But Taylor, I was trying to, like, say, right? He's born there 40 weeks and he's missing certain organs or having to get extra limb or something. What's your point?
Yeah, so I was arguing with you guys. I was saying, statistically, like, I wasn't saying they wouldn't try. I was saying the statistics say 22 weeks is, and less, you have a slimmer chance of survival for the infant.
I think the earliest a baby being born is 21 weeks. So, like, what's wrong with like, are you against intervention as, like, the NICU? Okay.
His argument was about viability. Comments about the viability. How before 22 weeks, you have a lot slimmer of a chance of survival for a baby.
Right, but, like, I don't think that, like, that doesn't, like,
What? That's a goofy ball.
like, yourself viability? Like, are you arguing on behalf of him?
No, I was just hearing some statistics because he was, like, confused on them.
Oh, okay. Well, are you pro-choice?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes, I'm pro-choice, I'm not pro-life.
You want to have a conversation? That's why you pro-choice?
Got away in their shots.
Everybody else does with their body. It's their choice. If they don't want to have a baby, they shouldn't be forced to have that baby. Abortion for birth control, but that's not what it is anyways.
It is.
A lot of women just get baby abortions because they got pregnant. No, there are the majority of women who get abortions get them because they got pregnant and they want to keep going and having sex and they don't want to take responsibility of their actions.
Abortion can be used as birth control. I don't care what Mrs. Todd goes and does with her body. She shouldn't care what I do with my body. I personally would get one, but I don't care if anybody else does.
Do any, like, literally anything with your body 100% of the time with absolutely no restrictions. Okay, so then, okay, so then why should we, even consider your opinion on this? Because her bodily autonomy can be restricted when it comes to unaliving her offspring. Yeah. Why should we consider your opinion or your view or your thought on abortion when we... I don't know, lost my train of thought. If anybody knew what I was saying. What?
I call a baby, so that's all that matters.
Opinion on this topic? Wait, really? Okay, so women who don't have uteruses don't have an opinion on this topic?
When you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and make sure it is. You gotta find a way to get even strength so you can generate some
have to have a uterus to have an opinion on this topic. I feel like it's kind of, misogynistic of you to say. Yeah, because you're reducing womanhood. You're reducing womanhood down to reproduction. You asked why I should have opinion. And I said because I have a uterus. So that woman that's not from a uterus can't have an opinion then.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking.
Then you said
Your opponent should
have a
move
right
freely to
to
find
play.
that
Let
puck.
them play
Get in the
every
way a little
game.
bit, but too much, you're going to get the interference call.
What is the point of you saying that you have a uterus then?
A few ways to play a 4-on-4. You can sit back or you can be very aggressive on the puck. But you have to make sure that you're
I want to really test her principle of like this bodily autonomy. It's me. Well, I mean, do you think it's okay? Yeah. In the flesh, in the.
Taylor, you gotta unmute. There's a button at the bottom that you press. It'll unmute.
Well, you gotta love the aggressive nature of the UK unit. They jumped, they attacked, and they got the puck. They found a way to
What's the point of saying that you have a uterus?
say the argument, so I said for reasoning. Not anybody else's. This has no particular need of
These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power legs right through the body.
I don't control what you do. You can't. If you can't do what you want 100% of the time, Taylor, then we can abolish abortion because women can't do whatever they want 100% of the time, so they can't unalive their offspring and you.
Up in the back of their net. That's a tough one.
Do you even understand the words that I'm saying, or do you only have the comprehension skills of an 8th grader? Because I think there was a statistic, the majority of the United States, people who reside in it can't read past an 8th grade level. Are you one of those people that are illiterate and a part of this group?
I couldn't already told you what parasite was, so I was subject to the argument.
So do you understand like bodily autonomy is a trash argument and a woman still has bodily autonomy when she's Taylor? You don't even understand what bodily autonomy means because you've just heard people say this and you just don't have an original thought because nobody does. Why would they? Take it away by forcing her to have an abortion. She can't unalive her child. Give me a coherent argument for why she can unalive her child. If you disagree with that. Okay. Her body can be restricted.
Unalive my child right now because it's my body and I can do what I want with it? No, because that's not what we decide anymore.
Wait, a better question I was gonna ask. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Taylor, did you say it's living inside of you? It is a living being. It is a human being inside of you because it is living. Oh my goodness. That's right. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Kels.
Not a conception, though.
But you're not.
I need to be a certain person who's 15 who says that she can consent to it.
I mean, the question to ask really is a question.
Is that okay?
I don't know.
Wait, I don't have full powers here.
Who is it?
Anyways, Taylor,
Dakota.
Isn't it Dakota?
Yeah, Dakota.
Taylor, you can't use your bodily autonomy to infringe on somebody else's bodily autonomy. That's quite literally a restriction on bodily autonomy. You can't do whatever you want with your body. It's not just her body. She's unaliving her child, not herself.
Can we talk about the dangerous this idea of it's my body and can I do what it is? We can't say this in other scenarios, right? We can't say it's my body and I'll do whatever I want with it. So I'm just gonna go and like someone's head off on the sidewalk. Like, we can't say that. So why can't we say this?
Well, my question I was gonna say is that if she thinks this, right? Do you think she's okay for her to purposefully drink like some alcohol and give the child fetal alcohol syndrome when they're born? This is her body.
That's a good question.
What do you think about that? Since this is her body, why can't she drink on purpose? to like give it and then like feast off the system. Oh, she ran. Or someone dropped her, I don't know.
No, nobody dropped her.
No one dropped her.
I guess that question stun locked her, I guess. But.
Why is it when someone unalives a woman, they are charged with a pregnant woman, they are charged with double homicide by the laws? Even the law abused and unborn baby doesn't matter what they cut the deficit within one state. Yeah, I know, but a lot of states they do see it that way. That's too much more, yes. I think it's weird that it's
Here's an offensive chance. And now it's grabbed by Smith. Inside his own end moves the puck. Now he slides it up to Dvorak.
Well, I'm gonna go watch Phantom Menace with my wifey, so thanks for having me. Hi, Mr. Genesis.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Who let the dogs?
He's changing his profile.
He did.
No, he didn't leave. She didn't leave because found us annoying.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, that's fine. I'll say it's cool.
She lost. She left because she knew her position was dumb. She knew her position was stupid. That's why she left. It's a very common reductio to ask these people if they're really going to be tested physical. That's why nobody actually believes it. If you think bodily autonomy is something that a woman has, can the woman literally
That's a huge hit. It's message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making
can she purposefully give the child fetal alcohol syndrome by drinking? If it's her body. So if it's her body, what's the problem with that? Okay. I shot it directly into him.
Smith's moving the puck through his own zone. Grabs it in his own end. Rips it along the wall. Brilliant save, read it perfectly. Referee signals penalty coming up here with a delayed call. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Andrews caught with a pick. Interference the call.
Well, the bench doesn't like this call, James. It's untimely to say the least with that one-goal lead. Now, the PK unit, they got to get out there and they got to do a job.
The Nighthawks send their man advantage unit out once more.
A power play then can even the score here, James. It is massively important that they create some kind of momentum in their favor on this one.
The Nighthawks play it along the wing. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. The Nighthawks grab possession of the puck. Now over to Rodriguez. Oh, look at the pass! Denies him!
Wagner's all over that shot and makes an incredible save, getting to the top of his crease quickly, because that shot, it came fast and in a hurry from the slot.
They'll get set to draw the puck as this power play continues. Rodriguez has won the draw. Block shot. Scores! And a Wagner put it into his own net.
Well, you don't see that very
Because when you actually put more than... Because bodily autonomy, you know, my body, my choice, it sounds appealing when you first hear it. But when you put more than 5 seconds of thought, you realize how stupid it sounds. Because it is a very stupid argument.
Nice job tying up his opponent.
There, I just gave it that.
The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. Moves it quickly over to Coop.
So again, why can't a woman purposely do drugs to give the child? Let's say she just wants it. Like, why?
Here in the late goings of the period, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Smith's got the puck in his own zone. Picks it off. They go back on the attack. Too much congestion blocks the shot. Rodriguez plays the puck. Drills them. Sets the the pass down low. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Quick feed to Dvorak. Rocks him on the play.
Dvorak.
Yeah, you can see this one coming, Cheryl.
Yeah, and you hate to see this, James. A player down, never the look you want, but you also know that it has to be responded for. There has to be action when a guy's on the ice.
Well, is this one of those analogies, you mess with the bull, you get the horns?
I guess so. I mean, it's certainly sending a message, isn't it, James? I mean, really, it's about retribution and governance and what happens within the rink and trying to make sure that this gets settled here and there, and hopefully it's done. You try to get your team going. Sometimes a fight is what happens, and this is exactly it. But the winner is going to the home team.
The gloves are back on, the buckets are strapped back in, and we still got a game to play here with an upcoming face-off. Slice it across! Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one. And the middle frame almost done.
Sorry, James. Didn't mean to step on your toes, but that was a massive hit, and now the play continues.
Have you ever noticed that the old people's iPhone storage is always full?
Key rules of the game of hockey. One of them is you have to be aware of
on
your
the back
gun
end,
and have your head
Smith's
on the
wrist.
swivel.
Major.
Listen, and he takes a huge hit.
Chipotle honey chicken is back. Grilled chicken, Chipotle peppers, it's here. It takes heated sweet to a full new level.
We're ready to get this thing back underway.
We know how important it is to go through things.
Rodriguez wins the draw inside his
Check out.
defensive zone.
Chipotle honey chicken is back.
It's really the same commercial.
It takes heated sweet to its whole new level.
Like the shingles, I was 52 years old.
Who's wide open.
Well, 2 periods down and one more still to come. Third period action right after we get a clean sheet of ice.
Able to swat this into the net. Watch the play. You'll see it stick finger. That's a
Welcome back to EA Sports, your home for all things hockey. Sabalski, Pounder, and here comes the third. They have dropped the puck on period number 3. We are still tied here, so the next goal could be critical. Wilson's lugging the puck. Sends the pass over. Dvorak's got the puck. From along the boards. Good hit to poke him off the puck. Here's a short pass to Rodriguez. Great timing to come up with the interception. Puck scooped up by Cap. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Nagy. Wilson's going to play it against the half wall. Huge steal on his own end. Across the line and on the attack. Passes it in front. Oh, they couldn't complete that. Oh, a direct hit on the play.
Well, the other team needs to be hearing footsteps, James, because he's been doing it all night long. I mean, it is intentful, but it's clean. He's been throwing down the hits all game long.
Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Puck picked up by Smith. The Icebreakers gain possession. Here they are on the attack. Big time stop.
So, yeah.
I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with the competitive edge.
I don't know why they're wearing this jersey. I mean, they wear light blue, like baby blue and gray, which I think if you put those colors together, they would clash.
Time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We got a tie game.
O'Reilly.
And some good footwork to
Holland.
with the blast.
His presence was enough.
He makes the save.
Again.
Coops got it in the defensive end. Here's an odd man rush.
Berlin roll. Nico O'Reilly. And still. Some bodies. Cherky. Sarnoff. Semenyo. Chucky. Semenyo. Semenyo leading this way and that. And sending it right across the face of goal. Yeah, get him. Semenyo beautifully weighted. Matthias Nunes. Just about stuck to him. Nowadays, Peter, they're deep. Ryan. Who's beyond him? Semenyo plays it. Chandler's lost it to NWTI. Kidd and Dewsbury all had the hit. And here, Krisanov slid back to report the bet. O'Brien. Now Roll's got side here. He can play it in for Beto. That's crucial touch. Beto back in.
Here, James. This is a 200-foot play. When you take care of business in your own end, it ends up going the other way. It is something that coaches look
Jeremy
for. How
Doku.
you defend, how you can turn pucks over and get going north. They capitalize.
Still good handle away by Beto.
Handles the pass.
Rodriguez put his team in front earlier, and now he's looking for another one, James, and that puck is on his stick. He is so dangerous.
And makes the save.
Wagner's dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
There's the whistle as the play was offside.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about a spark and what comes next.
Okay.
Past the midway mark of the frame, the Nighthawks have taken the lead here over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on it.
Okay.
And that's offside, stopping the play.
Okay.
Well, he's having a multiple-point game right now because of how dynamic he's been in the offensive zone. I mean, he's been all around the net. When he's got the puck on his stick, he's a shooting threat. But also, when he's off of the puck, he's getting to the right spots at the right time. And this is how you generate offense. And he's been doing it all game long.
Okay.
Looking to make something happen along the boards.
This is waiting.
Grabs the puck of the puck. Oh, he'll kill that one. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save.
All alone. Oh, what a save. They're still in it here. They're still in it.
Well, yeah, in a close game in the third period, you want your goaltender to be a difference maker. It's not about the quantity of saves, it's about the quality. And that one, it was quality.
The Nighthawks been going in one direction all night long, and that's to the net. And they lead it here late in this third period. Rodriguez wins the draw to look to set up your offensive. Wagner's going to hang on to the puck and get a stoppage in play.
Nothing gives confidence to a team more than a...
Can you please delete the map, please? Can you delete Google? Please delete it. Google Maps.
Breaking up the pass. Grabs the puck here in the neutral zone.
Reed snaps in two, and he gets back to the bench to get a new one in. Back into play.
Strong defensive effort. Grabs the puck.
absolutely spot on. It's been performance the decision right there. I thought everyone you said points out.
Well, he certainly has a bullseye or target on his back, James.
Gets it out of his own end. Slides it diagonally to Andrews.
And now pick up.
Sends a pass over.
Sleep.
Look out, here they come on the attack.
Seems pretty good.
Stopped by the goaltender. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. The Nighthawks take possession of the neutral zone. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Wilson. Some good stick work to force that turnover. Handles the puck. Turns it away. The Nighthawks have it now. They've got numbers here. The Nighthawks against the half wall.
Okay, I'm...
Well, smiles all around after that victory in their first ever maiden voyage in the EASHL.
Oh, there's nothing like it, is there, James? I mean, the confidence that it gives you and a real starting point to be able to build your season on. Nothing better to start with a win.
Well, hope to see you down the road real soon as we say goodbye here from ringside tonight. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Good night. everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Big night at one end of the ice as they get set to play their first game in the EASHL. You've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this. Cheryl's been waiting for it. Oh, boy. The Nighthawks will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. And offside, we'll get a reset here. Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. The Icebreakers take possession after that neutral zone face-off. Steam Hero attack. Across the line along the left wall. The Nighthawks gain possession in their own end. Moves it to Bois. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Here they come on the attack. And that goes off the iron and stays out.
Gotta love offense, James, and the ability to score goals. And this one just goes right off the pipe. That's frustrating.
Tries to feed it over to Bois. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. The Icebreakers have it against the wall. Odd man rush. Takes a shot. Score!
When you have speed and numbers off of the rush, you push your opponent back. Some sagging D that opens up space to move the puck either in front or shoot it, James. I just love the play off the rush here.
The Icebreakers have it now. Moves the puck into the attacking area. The Nighthawks take possession in the defensive end. Makes a move in front. And he elects to explore his options. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Big time hit in the open ice.
Nothing better than an early hit in a game to
breakaway. Turn to the side on the breakaway. Ho, ho, ho.
You can tell.
The score! And that's
nothing like switching momentum and putting your opponent on their heels and getting two in a row. Back to back. Here they come.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. The Icebreakers have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Loose puck. She's in all alone. Shot. She makes it one. 2, 3 for the hat trick.
I've really never been in a position, James, to look for number 4, but she's
It's hard to do things like this.
a real dominant game tonight. You don't get those opportunities unless you have your legs under you, and she certainly found them. She's hit open ice, and she's executed.
A special night for her on the road. Jordan's got it against the boards. Sends the feed in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves.
There you go.
They are really turning up the heat.
So creative and free, and the reason why you can play free because you're playing with a ton of confidence, not afraid to put the puck to the net and, of course, retrieve it.
The Icebreakers are dominating in almost every facet of the game here in the first. The Nighthawks win the draw. Quick pass to Bois. And he sidesteps the check there. The Nighthawks will play it from the corner. Scores! And they get one back here.
I guess it's something to look at positively, James. I mean, the goal scorer certainly is going to feel happy that they've contributed, but they're going to have to find a way to dig themselves out of this hole, and it's a large one at that. They're going to put their work boots on and try and kick it into high gear if they even want an opportunity. to, and you also have to fight for position. Once you're there with good time, you have to have great hand-eye coordination to be able to tap it and redirect it into the net.
And he slides it quickly to Jordan. And a stiff break setup. And he takes the feed. The Icebreakers have it from their own end. Jordan's got it across the line. What a steal in his own end. The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. Showing off for Edgeworth there.
Not being able to move out of stamina sucks.
The ones you kind of dream of, a number of goals going in, James. Game plan, get her the puck.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the Icebreakers are on the cusp of making this a blowout, leading by 4. She handles the pass. Moves it in front, brings it off the post. Can't get a hold of that pass. The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. Jordan stick handling in his own zone. They've got the defense outnumbered. And there's the save. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Icebreakers wanted to generate a lot of offense going into this one. They have succeeded in that game plan already here late in the first. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Goes right to the
So he was out of stamina, the problem.
possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
Both sides lining up for the face-off, and I can think of one padded goaltender who would love nothing more than a quick clear here, Cheryl.
Oh, you know it, James, because the puck has been in the offensive zone. Just look at the last shift where they maintained pressure throughout that shift until they got that whistle. So they'll need to continue that, because if you're the opponent and you're saying, hey, who's most vulnerable right now? You know it's the goaltender, so you want to keep
For the last time, delete the app.
Going to the frame. 5-1 is where we sit to this point. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. The Nighthawks look to start the transition game. Slides the puck across. And he's taken down. The official's arm signaling for a penalty. And there's the whistle stopping the play. The Icebreakers are going to be short-handed as they are called for tripping.
You have to constantly remind yourself to move your feet and get closer to the action. You wind up reaching, you take the feet out of your opponent, and you wind up with a tripping call.
Rogers won it in their own end. And here's the pass to Jordan. Short-handed breakaway. And forces a huge turnover here with the steal. Rogers gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Keats won it off the face-off. The Nighthawks will play it in their own end. And he loses his check with a spectacular move. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Keats ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. Oh, and it goes off his glove.
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself to position. You just react. If you get there, you get there. What a great job.
There's the horn. Ending the first period.
No, not Cash App. No, not Cash App. No.
And we'll be back with period number 2 in a moment.
This video, the first one, Daisy for 3 Michael Jackson. Alright, Dave.
Be quiet, cats. Who said anything about downloading it? I don't have to download it. It's already downloaded, you stupid video.
The perfect bucket from Kentucky Fried Cat. We handbread every kitty into lemon herbs and kept spices for that golden, crispy crunch, juicy inside, crispy outside. Whether you're snagging a drum kitty shrimp.
Well, the first 20 is in the books. Let's see what this second period offers. The Nighthawks power play continues to start the frame, and they win the draw. Oh, here we go. The Nighthawks take it along the wall. Heads to the back of the net.
Chips penalty has almost expired.
The Nighthawks come up empty-handed on the power play. Both sides back to even strength.
Well, the only good thing about that power play unit was they got in zone and got set up. But you can have all the possession time in the world, but if it doesn't generate opportunity, it means nothing.
Passes it over! And he's able to handle that one. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. The Icebreakers have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. Rogers got it. They'll go on the
Literally deleting stuff and it's increasing the storage.
Yeah, that was a good head.
Makes no sense.
Jones makes a nice save right there, and he's got to utilize that and gain some confidence off it. I mean, he's had struggled tonight between the pipes. If he can reset and create some momentum for his team, they can claw their way back into this game.
There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Nighthawks are off to the box. Interference the call.
I just had a gander at the bench, and the energy and the body language. I mean, they're defeated, James, and now they have to kill off another penalty, down a bunch of goals. It's a tough one.
The Nighthawks win it in the defensive zone. Hedrock's taking it from his own end. The Nighthawks play it along the boards. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that.
Wait, how am I?
Here's a chance. Blocked in traffic. Big time stop there. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Takes the pass. Shot attempt completely fails on that. Oh, what a move to get by there. And he's knocked off the puck there. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. All alone. Oh, did that go in? Sorry about that.
James, this is perfectly executed. She knows exactly where she is on the ice. The spacing between the goaltender. A great set of hands, a great shot. She's got it all, but you got to put it all together at the right time to bury it. She does. So much about executing on a breakaway is recognizing where the goaltender is and their tendencies, but also trusting your skill set, knowing your move, not overthinking it, and burying it.
Jordan's got it in the offensive zone.
What?
One-timer, beautiful. The Icebreakers look about as dominant as I have seen them all season here, Cheryl. This period has been unbelievable.
Yeah, they're dictating pace and they're dictating the play all over the ice, and then they're executing on their opportunities. It's the reason why they hold the lead.
And puts the body into a little bumper car hockey. Passes over to Roger. We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up.
You can certainly tell that this is a product of the score right now, James. You can tell that she's frustrated, the bench is frustrated, everyone's frustrated as they're getting blown out in this one.
The Icebreakers have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. Keats won the face-off here in the offensive zone.
Puck possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck. Well, it's a game of inches, isn't it? And this time, those inches, they work in his favor. They go right into the net.
The Icebreakers are having a laugh tonight, up by a bunch now.
Well, when it's working for you, it's working for you. You know that the coach loves this as well, because guess what? The entire bench is going to be utilized. They're all in rhythm. Get them all out there.
He's got a step. Oh, what a save goalie advantage there.
Well, yeah, and how often you see it after practice, James, like 5-puck breakaway after breakaway. Well, this goaltender, he does his job, making himself big as possible and taking away any daylight.
Skates in behind the
everything right. Chips is so effective. I mean, wait a second, James. I believe there's going to be a call right there. An infraction happens.
Play blown dead. Let's get the call. The Nighthawks don't like it, but they'll serve 2 in the penalty box.
Well, you got to toe the line. You can play with an edge, but you certainly can't play frustrated and take penalties consistently. That's the second of the period.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
Power play scored earlier tonight, and that gives you so much confidence heading into this one. You know how you executed the first time. They'll be looking for those same openings.
The Nighthawks move the puck in the defensive zone. One times it. Oh, and even save on a slapper. And they come up with it as the puck skips out. From the slot, wrist shot denies him in close.
These are the small space skills that some of these athletes have nowadays. They work on it continuously in practice. But to maintain possession while you're being jostled and shoved around, it's incredible.
Oh, breaks it off the outside of the iron. Thought he had the corner, but clearly not.
The Icebreakers have a big lead here. They've been dominating possession. Everything's about habits, being aggressive, staying
Their
hard.
stamina is.
But you know that they always want to put it in, and this one just wires off the frame.
Oh, he stopped it. Wow.
Oh, that's an intangible effort that you can't teach, James. That's all about desperation and the will to stop that puck.
In close. Great save from in tight.
Gordon's been outstanding tonight, playing with a ton of confidence, and everything she puts towards the net is going in. She's got a hat trick in this one. And when you look at the coach, I mean, certainly they've got to be happy, the entire staff, with the deployment of this bench. There's chemistry, there's finish, there's passing. They got it all right now.
From the point, they take control of it. Along the half wall with the puck. And that's deflected off someone in front. Oh, he gets some number on that.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
The Nighthawks will play from the defensive zone. Takes it to center. Oh, you gotta love the effort as he blocks that. Feeds it over. And the Tendy steps out to play it. And he puts that one aside with ease. Taken along the wall by Roger. The Nighthawks gain possession. Through the neutral zone and along the boards, here they come. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Slides it across to Chips. Here's another hit on the play.
He's going to feel terrible tomorrow, James. Over and over again, he's been throttled. Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
The Icebreakers are on cruise control here in the second. They have absolutely dominated. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. Players are set, officials are set, third period action is coming up. They've dropped the puck here in the third, and it's been a blowout thus far. We'll see if there's any sort of response. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you've seen.
The Icebreakers have been fantastic through 40 minutes of play, James. They've been good on both sides of the puck. They've gotten themselves a comfortable lead. Now it's about protecting it. You still want to push when you have the puck, but you have to be in good spots to protect defensively. You always hate these penalties. You're in amongst the puck, you're fighting for it, and then you get your stick caught in your opponent's skates, and you wind up in the penalty box.
Once again, send out their power play unit.
They haven't scored on the power play as of yet here, James, but if they're able to capitalize and get on the board, guess what? The numbers go up pretty quickly.
Takes it in front. Fantastic save.
The goaltenders on the left.
Scores! There it is! Number 4! Hundred and getting into some rare air here in the EA Sports Hockey League.
Well, he's willing to do anything to put the puck in the net, right, James? He'll drive it, he'll shoot the puck. He's not afraid to get to the dirty areas like the paint. What an impact player he has. He has changed the landscape of his team. He's not going to be denied on this one, James. I mean, he knows how much ice is there, and he's going to get to it first because he has the courage to drive the space. He doesn't let his defender back in, and that's because of great shielding and puck protection, and he cashes in the beauty goal.
And he passes it up ahead to Jordan. The Icebreakers have it now. Looking for space inside the D zone. Moves it quickly over to Chicks. From the point, looks to make something happen. Picked up along the wall by Roger. The Icebreakers will play it against the boards. And that's intercepted by Cap. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Toss it up in the neutral zone. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck.
The Icebreakers have been the better team tonight by far. I mean, this is coming right off of without the puck. They know when to close, they know how to intercept, and it's all because of their awareness and stems from their positioning.
Icing is the call. We'll get a reset. The Icebreakers have a significant lead here in the third period. They have brought their A game tonight. And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Chips plays it against the boards. Shot! That's a paddling!
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
The Icebreakers have continued to put lots of pucks on net, and they lead it here in the third. Keats won the draw inside his own end. Takes the feed. Oh, and a good heads-up defensive play. Takes it into the slot, and he opts to wait for more support. The Icebreakers have it from the corner. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Oh, nice play, but an even better defensive effort there.
I think he got too tight to the defender to be able to make that play.
Play is blown dead with the offside. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck off the draw. And he takes the feed. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Chips setting up against the wall. Here he is on the redirect. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. The Nighthawks win the draw. Great heads-up play to poke it away at the offensive end.
I would say as a defender, you want to make sure that you're pushing your opponent exactly where you want to, and she does not panic here and just elicits a perfect textbook poke check to disrupt this play.
The Nighthawks carry it along the wall. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Just wide.
If you're in the slot, you got to hit the net.
Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Tough save by the goalie. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. The Icebreakers have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. And off the draw, they win possession. Quick feed to Cap. Here's a shot, and that's off the iron.
The Nighthawks are pretty frustrated in this one, James. I mean, they've rung it off the post a number of times. They're generating the opportunities, but they're not executing.
A game of inches, and he puts it off the outside of the post.
Cap's had a tough time around the net tonight, James. It's hitting the bar. He's got to find a way to cash in. You know, with his hands, at some point, if he gets the opportunity, he's going to put it in.
Face-off coming up here, and Cheryl, let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
No question about it, James. We know where the momentum lies right now after some sustained pressure, heavy forecheck. Lots of shots going to the net. The goaltender's fatigued.
And now he tries to get it across to Keith. There's a shot. Oh, what a stop on the play.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
Oh, what a stick save. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Icebreakers have pummeled their opponents tonight. They have been the busier team offensively and have converted numerous times here in this third period. Moves it to Petrov. Moves the puck along the half wall. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Feeds the puck over to Jordan. Coming up on the final minute of regulation time. Shuts him down.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high danger
right through
area.
me.
Cuts into the paint. Decides to think about it. The Nighthawks have it behind the net. Slides the puck over. Quick shot. And a textbook pad save there. Pass across to Jordan. Slides the puck across to Petrov. Cap's got him to the side. Runs him hard against the boards. Jordan's lugging the puck. To the low slot. Big time stop.
Not surprised at all that she was able to power this to the net. I mean, she's got the will, she's got the power behind her stride, as well as the shielding ability to take it to the net. It's the fabulous job to get that shot off.
There's the final horn sounding, putting this baby to rest. Cheryl, obviously not the result they wanted in their EASHL debut, but you know what? I think there's a lot to work with here.
Well, there really is. I mean, there was moments within the game where you could really see it. They just weren't crisp in their execution. It can be frustrating for a team when you put all of that preparation into it to not get the result that you want. They'll need to refocus and reset for their next game.
I barely got anything.
Exponential growth, bro, or the synergy between the views. They're not saying, I mean, they synergize in the sense that they're both bad.
Wait, but how is fair?
That's it. That's a lot of assumptions that are just not right on the money.
Like what?
Thank you for the gift.